What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have this 2005. It's a Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Chassis number I believe is 211211, and we're gonna program on the computer because I am having problems with the computer. It loses communication when you open the key, so the car might run for a couple minutes and then it will completely shut down. And the way I know it loses communication is I use the scanner. I already checked the data lines with the lap scope and it seems fine. It doesn't have any short in it. And the way I know it loses communication is when you open the key, you should see a little bar every time you open the key, and that means I had the car running for a while with the other computer, the original computer, but I already replaced the computer on this car. But the thing is, it would not start because we have to program it. In less words, we have to make the computer virgin again, because every time you program a computer or it comes from the factory, it comes locked to a car and cannot be programmed to other cars. So just to give you an example, I'm gonna turn the key trying to start it. It would not start. That's because it's not synchronized. So for that particular problem, this is not like only replacing computers, we have to program. As you can see, I already wrote down here original, so that's the original computer, and I'm just gonna plug it in so you can see the problem by itself. So just give me 1 minute and I'll be back. Alright, so as you can see, the original computer is plugged in, and I'm just gonna go and show you what's going on with this computer. So when I open the switch, like I said, we have to see some bars at least. If it's cold, it's gonna be a little bit lower, but just take a look and see by yourself. So as you can see, I have the bars and it will suddenly drop in a little bit. There you go, lost communication, and you can hear the fan running. So that's a sign that the computer fails. And with the other one, I can open the switch and it's gonna stay forever, but it will not turn on. So let's go. We're gonna program the computer. We're gonna use the programmer function on this car. We're gonna use the XP400, I believe it's called, and we're gonna select this option, and I'm gonna show you on this particular model year what you can do to program the computer instead of paying to the dealership and all that. Just with a programmer like this and a little adapter, you can do the same and the car will run. You don't need to buy a new computer. There you go. And let's go ahead and go to the main stuff. Alright, so as you can see, I have my two computers here, and this is what I do first. I always mark the computer. Let me just put it the other way, it's easier. Like this is better. So what I always do is I mark the original computers from the car where it came, and also I mark the tablet so I don't get confused. So just put original, I put a mark right there because that's gonna tell me that it's from this one. I also put the back as well, original. So on these particular computers, the immobilizer data is located on this chip right here. That's the chip we're gonna desolder, and as you can see, I don't know if this thing can focus right, that chip is called STP. Let me see if it can focus. It's an STP 5P08, I believe. But anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy the information from this computer and we're gonna write it down here. We're gonna write the pin number on this chip, or you can switch the chip, but there's one thing: if you switch it, it might turn on, but it might not, how can I say, it might not run forever, because what we have to do is virginize this computer. That way we can personalize it in the car. When you install it, you have to use a scanner and personalize. That basically means you're gonna tell the computer to be synchronized with the other components, the electronic switch and the steering column as well, because those three things work together to turn on the car. So we're gonna desolder this chip, and I'm gonna read it with this micro adapter that it's gonna go here on this SP400, and we're gonna use the Autel programmer to read that MOSFET or EEPROM. I'm sorry, it's called EEPROM, it's not MOSFET. MOSFET are really different from EEPROMs. And let's start doing it. Right, so I'm gonna desolder this, and actually I'm gonna desolder this one because I already read the data from this one, so just gonna show you really quick. Alright guys, so as you can see, I already desoldered the chip and I put it on this thing. So we're gonna use this adapter to put it in the XP, and as you can see, this thing has 1, so that means that's the pin 1. You have to make sure it always aligns with this pin right here. That's the number 1, so we're gonna put it there, and the EEPROM, it's already in the chip. I mean, the chip is already in the reader. So what we have to do is push it down a little bit, and then I pull this, that way it stays in there. And I'm gonna go to the beginning to tell you which EEPROM I'm gonna read. So you're gonna see something similar to this at the beginning on this. When you select the programmer, you're gonna select chip, and you're gonna wanna read and write. So we're gonna select that, and we're gonna read an EEPROM. And STP, that's the brand of the chip. That's there. It's actually not STP, but it starts with the ST, and then the chip number is 8P08, something like that. So press that, and we're gonna select the last one. It's gonna be an ST, and this is the number ST95P08. That's the number on the chip. So we press that one, and we're gonna go to EEPROM, and on this we're gonna select read. When you select the read, and if it doesn't read, then the only thing you have to do is flip the chip and try again. So I'm just gonna read it, and boom, it read the EEPROM. So what you're gonna do now is save the file. You're gonna save it, and you're gonna name it, you're gonna put the part number or put donor at the end. Just gonna give you an example of that. So I already read the EEPROM on this side. This is the original computer. I read the information from that one. As you can see, SCP, it says original pin. So I'm gonna select that, and gonna take you to the pin number. So this is the pin number that originally the car has. It ends with 9443. So that one belongs to this computer. And I'm gonna take you to the other one. Gonna select my file here. It says donor car. So as you can see, this is the EEPROM from the donor car. This is the 5926. So that information is from this computer, the donor car. So a lot of people get confused when they're trying to write or read. They're like, oh, I'm reading this or this, so which one do I write? So we're gonna write on this one. We're gonna make a clone of this computer and write the information here, but at the same time we're gonna make an virgin ECU, in less words. So let me take you to the programmer again. So this chip belongs to the donor computer, and what we have to do is we're gonna write the information from that one in this chip. And you're wondering, how can you make the computer virgin? All right, so you have to pay attention here. As you may notice, you see that I have 3 files here. So the first one, it's from this computer, the donor card. The second one is from the original computer. So those 2 are different. But on the last one, you're gonna notice that I have the same VIN number and it says renew. I didn't put the renew, but it says clone from original. So this one, the only thing that changes is this byte right here, FFF. When I put FFF there, it means that the computer is virgin now. So when I write this file on this chip for this computer, it's gonna be identically the same as the other one, but it's gonna be virgin. So let me take you to the other one, which is gonna be the ECU, the original file from this, and you can notice 01. So when that byte changes, it means that the computer has been personalized on the car. I know it's a little bit confusing, but once you get it, it becomes more easier. So just gonna take it to the original bin, and as you can see there, it says 01. So it's been personalized too. And we're just gonna write the file. The last file that I edited, which is gonna be this, the original, has the FF at the end. So you have to change this, and you can use it, change it using this feature on this scanner. So originally it was 01, and now I changed it to FF. After you do that, just press OK, and you can save it. Alright, so I hope you understand, because it's a little bit complicated to explain it how this works. So you really have to get into it and mess with it. That way you can understand how this thing works. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna write the file that I have already already saved and already edited virgin file. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press write, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select my it's gonna be the clone. So this is the clone from original bin, and that's gonna be the virgin file. So I'm just gonna select that one, and it says, are you sure to select from the original clone file? Press OK, yes. So it's gonna write the chip now. As you can see, it's writing, and we're just gonna wait until it finishes. It says chip written successfully. So once you write it, you have to read it, make sure it reads again. So let's read, and as you can see, it has the FF now, so that means that the computer is virgin now. So the bin number I already changed it to. I copy it from this one, and I edited the bin file, just make it virgin again, and just copy that file already edited and copy it into the EEPROM from this computer. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna resolder the EEPROM back to this, and we're gonna go to the core, and we're gonna personalize this computer, and hopefully I can make it run again. All right, so let's go. All right, so as you can see, the computer is plugged in already, and it has the file already virgin. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use this tool, the same tool we use to write and to read and write. And let me just get the key. I forgot the key. I have it right here. This. Alright, so here's the key, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my diagnostics tool, and just to give you an example that the bin is already written, just gonna open the switch. We have communication. Alright, so I'm gonna automatically select bin read, and you're gonna see that the bin is gonna read it. So remember, this computer was originally from other car, so we should see the same bin number I read from the original car. So I'm just gonna wait. I accept, and let's see what pops up. And as you can see, that's the bin number we want to see. Alright, we press OK, left hand steering, and we see here 2005 gasoline E320, and that's the correct bin number. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to diagnostics, and we're gonna select our computer. As you can see, it's not losing communication, so that's a good sign. Just gonna give it a couple seconds. We press OK, control module, drive. We're gonna select the motor. This is the computer 2.8, by the way. It's a Bosch computer. And we're gonna select special functions, and we're gonna, just before selecting that, I'm gonna put live data, and we're gonna check the authorization. We're gonna see if it's not ready. So it says active, transponder protection is not attached. So this computer is not yet in the car. So we're gonna select special functions, learning process. We're gonna teach in the authorization drive. It's gonna establish communication, and it should be activated already. So let's just check really quick. All right, so it says control module electronics is correctly installed and already activated. Driver authorization. So looks like we successfully activated the computer. So we're gonna go to live data. I'm gonna check the authorization drive, and we should see not active. Immobilizer is activated, and start is enabled. So this car should start now. So let's start it, and boom, the car starts. So this is the whole process on how to program the computer on this 2005 Mercedes. I believe it applies for many other computers. So as you can see, that's the computer, and the other one, it's over there. So yeah, I have another Mercedes right there. That one has a bunch of problems, but this one successfully reprogrammed the computer. Well, actually made it virgin again. So we just used the Autel to enable the authorization drive from this car. So that's how you make the file virgin. Just changing 2 bytes. That's crazy. Just by changing 2 bytes, it makes the car start. Like, yeah, it's crazy. But I hope you liked the video. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe, like, hit the notifications button, turn it on, and I'll see you on the next video. If you have any comments, comment down below. If you think I did something wrong, please put it down. That way I can make better videos in the future. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.